Hello, happy Monday, everybody. My name is Psychic Torre, and welcome to Monday Night Live. Okay, just if you're tuning in for the first time, you might on YouTube, you might have seen me on Facebook, but I decided to go back to YouTube, give it a go, and I'm happy to be here tonight. So we're just going to wait for some people to show up, do our thing. I might turn my music down just a tad. The show is all about a rockin' October. I know that's kind of chillax music going on. Yes, I said the word chillax. That's all right. You know, age me, date me, don't care. Okay? So I'm just adjusting my stand and it just went berserko. Okay. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the Purple Room. Got my little spider web going on. My meditation room, my meditation space. I sit on a balance ball when I do the show. So if you see me like, ooh, that's because I'm on the balance ball. All right, everybody. Well, I'm gonna take down my glasses. See who's in the house tonight. Okay, I know we got some people here. So welcome to Rockin' October. We're here. We made it at last. Wake me up when September ends. Right? And you hear in the background, that's my lovely familiar and fur baby, Miss Spooky. Okay, Spooky. We're on. I know. She's hanging out by the salt lamp. Just don't lick it, okay? Welcome, everybody. Oh, man. We better not be having any issues with this tonight. Okay. I'm really trying to make sure. You know, a friend of mine said, turn your phone the other way. But when I did for YouTube, no go. They said, turn it back around, Mr. A, turn it back around. So welcome to Monday Night Live. For those of you just tuning in for the first time, it is a Rocktober because this is one of my favorite months. Yes, Samhain and Halloween. There's a blood moon, a full blood moon this time around. Also known as the Hunter's Moon. When we do a little, last moon was all about the harvest, and this one is about, getting enough meat or protein or stuff putting away for the winter, preparing for the cold times, the cold times, the dark times. Okay, so anyway, the show tonight, we do a little emoji game, and you may get a message. I do a handful of messages. I'm not here to read everybody, just a caveat, because it's like, I know people go on TikTok, and they're looking at readers that do that, and that's not me. I'm more, about having fun and talking about different subject matter and such. So, thanks for staying around, and tell your friends, 10:10 on Monday Night Live. I had my little pendulum out today, and a friend of mine, I got my little spider ring on. A friend of mine was talking about the pendulum this past week, and how we can go yes, and we program it, show me yes, and mine is back and forth, and then we do show me no. But I tell you what, before I go there in reading world, here's the thing. We open the circle. And I guess this is just a wonderful stand. I'm going to have to get another stand, I can tell. Whew, I don't want to zoom in extreme close-up. I don't know what's going on, folks. Give me just a sec. Let me find out why all that is kicking the way it is. Okay. All right. Stay, everybody, stay. Okay, it's rocking, but it's rocking wild. It's a rock and roll party. I just messing with you, because you got to make a joke. If you're having a technical issue, don't worry about it. Just be happy and get it fixed. So stay if you can. Okay, right now I am simply just holding the bottom of the tripod. So that's not gonna hang for the whole show. That's for sure. Because I got to be able to do some things with my hands. But magic is important to remember about opening circles, closing circles, energy. This is all about energy. End of story. It's all about energy. I swear I need an assistant tonight. I do, and Spooky's not cutting it for me. So I don't know what to tell you, folks. I know I'm on my own here. Okay, I'm gonna move my one candle down. Okay, because I don't need any issues. We're not looking for issues to happen with a candle while we're going live. So let's see. And that's even better. Hi, Sasha. Welcome. Hang in there. I could actually have stopped by now. All right. Golden. We're golden. Okay. I had a couple candles burning, and the one that it, oh man, I got a goofer. I know I got a goofer in the room. That energy is not working with me. Okay. I swear, I think I just want to start over. Oh, I know exactly what it was, the cord. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thanks for cluing me in. Oh, there, now you can see my cool little brocade on the vest better. So, that was a lot. Yeah, I tried to go with my phone, because I broadcast off my phone. And I tried to do sideways, and a friend of mine said, oh, it'll be so much better. No, it wasn't. It's not better at all. So they said, turn it around, Torre. So I was talking about the pendulum, and hey, there we go, pendulum. So when you open a circle of energy, you better close it when you're done. And you need to thank your spirit guides, your helpers and guardians and such. Thank them for helping you, assisting you in any way possible that, they can, that they have been helping you just to even remain calm and peaceful during that time. And, sometimes we get too anxious to use tools, right? We get anxious and we want to know answers, and everybody's flipping tarot cards because it's October and they all want to be, magical. But, opening the circle, closing the circle. I was at a circle this week, a Shinto ceremony on Saturday, right after a whole day of rock and roll, because some of you know that I'm a musician and singer. And some of you don't, so now you do. And so I was doing the afternoon with a bunch of rock and rollers for a vintage pop-up sale, and for my brother. And then off we go to Shinto land in ceremony, and we use the paper lantern after we wrote our petitions, our wishes, or what we wish to release and such, what we wish to bring in. And that was really cool. And I got I have my fan. I'm a little moist, a little warm. So, that's a great way to start off October. Great ceremony, let go of the old, bring in the new. You know, October is also a breast cancer awareness month. I know I said again. I gotta cut that out. So breast cancer awareness month. I did not have breast cancer, but I had another form of cancer 17 years ago. I'm a survivor of that. So all of you, especially all of you women, please, and I'm not going to just say limit it to women, because I did have a friend of mine, he had male breast cancer, a guy I used to play music for, and he was a very athletic guy and a performer, and always taking care of his health, his weight, and somehow he ended up with male breast cancer. And he said, oh, I used to catch the ball in baseball. He was on some team just trying to stay in shape. He said, I always would catch it and smack it into my chest. And but there's more going on than just hitting it against your chest. I just want you to know. Breast cancer, as we would say metaphysically, all cancers, there's a relationship to body, mind, and spirit. So whenever you're not nurturing, or nurturing to yourself, or nurturing to others, that's an issue, and that's an area where cancer can come in through the breast. There are other versions of illnesses and why we get them and why we need to learn the lesson and let them go. So please, if you have a chance to go get your exam, your checkup, your yearly checkup, and I get mine every year, that please do. Please get your checkup. Don't wait and don't just think it could happen to you, because it can at any age and any stage. So I'm just putting it out there and hoping that you take good care of yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna look into chat for a second. Who's in chat? Okay. Oh, we have Sasha. We have Daryl. Hello, Daryl. Okay, so now I know who's in chat. We have other people tuned in watching, and that's cool. I have my special because I love putting all my Halloween decorations out, and then my Samhain and my altar for Samhain later. But I found my little dragon candle, and I won't light this one. There's certain candles I just don't light. I put them on, my altar and such. So I am born in the year of the dragon. I'm a dragon lady, so at the Shinto ceremony, I was dressed all in dragon shoes and the black and red and such. So, we have our animals, our spirit animals, and the dragon is one of mine, along with owl. So we do have totems, we have spirit guides, we have spirit animals. So we have to remember to honor them, especially when we're doing our, questioning, whether it's through cards, meditation, whether it's through pendulum, and so on. I do teach privately a lot of these divination forms, but really, you are a human pendulum. When you are in tune with yourself, when you go put yourself in a space of sacred energy and meditation, you can feel your own personal yes, your own personal no. And I'll just share a little bit that with you right now. So I put my hands over my heart, and then I will say, here's my yes and here's my no. And sometimes I get very still, and that means I'm really not supposed to focus on that at that moment. So, I will even just, work on things about manifesting, and is this the right time to bring this into my vibration? And, I may rock a little back and forth or side to side. Okay, but that's how we do that, and we honor and thank our helpers for helping us with that inner peace and those answers. So the magical color, by the way, today is lavender, in case you hadn't figured that out. Why I have a lot of purple, why I have a lot of lavender nails, lavender top and such. So I like purple. Purple people who love purple have a lot of connection to magic, to royalty, to the third eye chakra. And you see I have a lot of purple behind me in the wall and on my spider web. Purple is a very powerful color. It's the mixture, the combination of red and blue, right? Red and blue. Those are the primary colors. Well, red is the root chakra and blue is the throat chakra. And so when working together, we're here. Mind's eye, the other eye, the all-seeing eye. Many of you are looking at throwing parties or being part of Halloween celebrations. This year, I'm seeing all kinds of posts and such. I was wondering if you've given any thought to your entertainment or what you're doing at your party besides imbibing and dressing up and being all cool and having fun. If you hire a psychic, I'm going to say this. If you hire a psychic, please remember, yes, they do parties. I do parties. But they can only read so many people at a party because it's a lot about energy, right? We want to keep our energy rocking. We want to keep it strong and powerful. That's why I do my chakras every day, my meditation, my alignment of my energy, my gratitude prayers and such, because I got to stay strong. And physical energy too. I was out in my yard today working out in the yard. It's a lot about a balance of things. So when you're asking a psychic to do a party, 4 hours is too much. 4 hours is just too much. It's an awful lot. Most of my private sessions are only half hour, 45 minute, an hour. So when I do mini readings, and that's what I do at parties, and a lot of other readers do the same, please remember that there are psychics that can handle that energy and then, clear. You have to clear a lot. But this is not the time to get a full-on reading. No, because there's too much merriment and energy of, different kinds. It's strictly mini readings, and please remember that your seer, your reader, they're working very hard to make sure it's a positive experience, that you walk away knowing something greater about yourself. If it's anything else, they shouldn't be reading parties, okay? I'd say, I don't know what that was in my mouth, but I'd say if there was anything really, really important I needed to share with someone, I would be very cautious with my words. And people also at parties don't remember everything. Halloween Horror Nights. How many of you have been to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios, which is where I still read. One day a week, usually, and or a couple times a month, depending on time of the year. And so when we would do Halloween Horror Nights, of course, everybody's in the mode for scare houses, and they're having a lot of extra alcohol. And there was a girl who wanted reading, and she said, "No, I want you to read me, but my friend's going to listen because I'm a little drunk." And I really didn't like to read for people like that, inebriated. That's what I mean. So I said, "Well, I'm going to let this one go. Let's rock it." All right. So I said, and she's all in like this zombie makeup and everything, and really scary looking. And I have everyone has to close their eyes when I sit with them. So I had her close her eyes, and we give her a message from Spirit. And that's how I always start. And when I get ready to open my eyes, and starting with the cards, and I say, "You can open your eyes now," she was stone cold sober. That wasn't me giving her a message like that. That was Spirit. So she didn't need her friend anymore to sit there and remember anything. She was woke, as they would say now. Woke. And this was several years back. So she really, I would say I'm not the one in charge running the show when it's a message from Spirit first. Now, when we are doing mini readings and just cards and palmistry, we don't always have all that time for that, but I usually open up that way. The rest of the reading was very good, very strong, and she was like, "I know I got sober quickly because I really needed to hear this for myself." So you never know what you're going to get when you hire a reader for an event. Just remember that they have a lot of, there's a lot of opportunity there. Oh, no, Miss Spooky. There's a lot of opportunity there to really actually see what a reader does. And please, like I said, mad respect, because, we people in my field work very hard at what we do. And my thing is moving again, my tripod. So sorry, guys. Okay. They work very hard at what they do, and it's a lot of energy to clear at the end of the night, at the end of the deal. So, when a psychic gives you X amount of hours for sessions, for parties, and they quote you, get real. You're talking to somebody who's handling a lot of energy, and that's not the time to be. I'm just gonna say it. That's not the time to haggle. If you don't like their prices, then you don't know who they are. If most readers charge accordingly to their level of competence and their professionalism, and that's that. We're not the people that have the signs out on the stores with the palm and all that. That's a whole different version of reading. I'm not a gypsy. Mm-mm. So enough about all that. I just wanted to share a few things about, the hiring of a reader, or the, finding a reader that's your reader. Remember, it has to be, the way they read. You don't run the reading. And most of the time, they don't run the reading. It's with the help of spirit guides, with the help of helpers. Okay, so anyway, I got a crystal card for everyone. I pulled a card, and it's a crystal card. It's the amethyst card. And it's purple, just like tonight's color, all purple. And I had my little cool purple glasses, but you know, once in a while we got to put the purple glasses on. So, you know, and who needs really, it's connected with your highest self. Purple, the amethyst is a healer crystal, very multi-purpose, but great for healing. Okay, so who needs it? People who are dealing with, say, train wrecks, who got off the rails. Train wreck? Are you a train wreck? Did you get off the rail? Do you need some amethyst? You even the smallest piece. This is, you know, a picture of one, and I actually have one here on my desk. It's a raw piece, and I got that in Alabama at a little store, and it's no longer there now. But you know, people who need to pull their self back together and get things working. Also, bronchial energy. When you have bronchial issues, that's a great stone to use. Um, I know there are blue stones, but a lot of people use that as a multi healing stone. Where can you put it? Anywhere you need to uplift space. So, you know, have you ever used crystals just in a room, you know, like bringing one big crystal in, where maybe the energy's a little rough, it needs a little depressant, maybe it needs a little uplifting with the amethyst. So try it. You know, you'd be surprised. It is just truly a multi. Remember, like Bacchus, the god Bacchus with wine, and there's a whole mythological thing about when he spilled the wine. Um, and this is all about how the, you know, amethyst came to be on a clear stone. He spilled wine, and now it's purple, and now it's amethyst. So that's like folklore, mythological, legendary tale for you about amethyst. Um, so amethyst is just a great piece. So if you can find some, and you can get it polished or raw, is not that big of a deal. It's whatever you feel good with, whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's see. I'm looking at my chat. Okay, I think we even had another person coming in. Okay, and oh, all right, Tim. Am I right? Okay, I don't even know what that was about. Chat viewing. Mm-hmm. Tim times 4 is James, am I right? Okay, so I don't know who that was, and you're always welcome to the show. I just ask you keep your comments positive, keep your comments connected in with people here on a positive vibe. So I think our messenger for tonight, because we talked about the dragon earlier, we're going to use the dragon emoji. So, if you would like a message, you find your little dragon emoji and put it out there, and I will give you a message. And this is the latter half of the show, where I give a few, you know, smaller messages out, but potent messages, powerful messages. Give yourself a chance to be open for what the messages are about. I was going to mention also I have an event coming up Friday the 13th in Castleberry, Florida. I'm in Orlando, Florida, by the way, for those of you who are watching. And you're going, that girl with the crazy tripod with all the stuff. And I promise you next week it won't be that way. Okay, we're going to work really hard on all of that. So, yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Mystic Night in Castleberry. So that's going to be great. You know, come out. It's from 5 to 9. I'm going to be reading, selling magical merch. And there's going to be a lot of different people there selling crystals. So I believe the Crystal Mind is going to be there. That'll be a lot of fun. Takita, and she's a good friend of mine from Casadega area. And yes, I'll be in Casadega in November for their quarterly gala days. So I'm looking to see if anybody's got a dragon. And if you don't have a dragon, I'll settle for a purple heart. How's that? Okay, so if you've been to my website, VenusInVelvet111111, you'll notice I'm still in September. we'll be on track hopefully by tomorrow. You'll see everything, but visibook.com is the other site, and I'll post all that later on the show. You can see for yourself where you need to, where I'm available, and if you'd like a reading, you need to click on that and book the session, or book the party, okay, or book the lecture, the events. I do classes, parties, readings, etc. So when we are in the zone for messages tonight, I just want to put this out here as well. Protection is a big part of reading, besides clearing. So, I learn from different readers different things. So here's a black stone. A lot of times we put black stones under our chairs or under our tables for protection. I knew one reader who actually used water, a bowl of water. There were people that used black salt as well. So it's all a personal choice. But I do believe that in the magical month of October, we have to be more mindful about tuning in with our proper energies, and our alignment is proper. And if you're tired or you're sick and you're trying to read, don't do that to yourself. You need to be accurate. You need to be clear. Okay? Now, Spooky, she usually hacks, like chit-chats away with me here, but she's so chill tonight, even though this is a purple night and she's usually all about it. But she was watching me get ready, so now she's chill, just listening. So magic and protection and clearing, all part of it. And if you're doing, even if you're not a practitioner of magic or a reader, that's okay. You can still run your energy, run the colors, and clear. And clear after every episode. You go into a Walmart, well, you better shield up there. And, super stores, you just know there's going to be a lot of extra energy, especially wherever they sell Halloween items and costumes. People are just going to be a little different. They're going to be more intense. And if you go to parties, the same thing. Protect yourself, shield up, have fun, but shield, okay? So remember that, because it's not just about readers who need shielding and clearing and protecting. It's just the layperson as well. And then clear yourself. When you come home, how many of you remember Mr. Rogers? How many of you remember that he would take off his work coat and his work jacket and put on his sweater, take off his work shoes, put on his tennis shoes? And, what he was doing was he was releasing the day. He was letting it go. And he was all about my new walk, my walk at home and my look at home, and I leave work at work, and I bring home and keep home at home. So, purple. Well, thank you, Daryl. That's very sweet. Oh, he's got a lot of purple, and he's got a lot of emojis, so he must really want a message. I love it. Thank you. All right, love. Let's see what your message is tonight, Daryl. And I'm gonna use my Osho Zen Tarot. And next week I'll use some different cards. I believe I will. My guide's already pointing to the deck that I'm going to use. So, tune in next week, because it's never the same kind of divination 2 weeks in a row. Never. Okay, Daryl, you got the rebel, and he's upside down, which, we know that it's not about trying to be a rule breaker and such, because the rebel or the emperor in the tarot is a rule maker, a leader, powerful, strong. The number 4 is about balance in your life, and the number 4 is a foundation. And right now, this was upside down. Not feeling the earth under your feet, not feeling the foundation underneath you. So not feeling like you're very much of the emperor in charge. And I don't know what else to say to you about that, but be patient. It's all about timing. Everything has a timing, okay? And everybody will have their time, their moment, where that's the time, and everything, the foundation will be back on point, So don't worry. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with that, with love, light, and blessings. Namaste. Sasha, hi there. Okay, Miss Sasha. Looks like you're the next recipient with your little emojis. Thank you for being here. And tell your friends, Monday nights at 10:10. Sasha, this is the past lives card. It's also known as the moon. Would see the two little salamanders there? And in the other decks, it's the moon is saying, the moon says balance and nocturnal energies. And the moon can sometimes be a liar card. Okay, not always, but I always, when I first started reading many moons ago, I said, show me, because I wanted to have, I don't know, I guess little shortcut message cards. And I said, show me a liar card. How would I know if somebody was lying? The moon card comes up. Now, it isn't always just about the liar. So like I said, sometimes the moon energy is really more about, being in tune with the nighttime. Obviously, you're here at, later at night watching the show. And hello, Julia. I saw you down there. Thanks for being here. All right. So, balance, because those two salamanders, like the two dogs in the moon tarot, the traditional tarot, and there's water around, and so there might be emotions involved right now with you. And the moon card says just that, being truthful to yourself, hearing all that you need to hear, not just what we want to hear. Okay. And the moon card is also in this deck. It says past lives. Maybe we've known this person before. Maybe we feel we had a previous life with them. Okay, I'm squinting. I better put my glasses on. Oh, vanity. 8. Okay, so I'm going to show you this card again. Because they say, like, as above, so below. Okay, so here we have the people above and the people below. So maybe ancestors and then helpers here. The number 18 is a 9, suggesting closure, suggesting, the power of rising up above everything and one up, level up, and be truthful. But most importantly, be truthful with yourself. I'm going to leave that with you, my love. Love, light, and blessings. Namaste. Hello, Julia. Hello. Thank you for making the transition from Facebook to YouTube. So glad that you did. And I see that you got your emojis all out there. Julia, why would I not think anything other than intensity with Julia? Woohoo! Look at that. That's intense. You're welcome. Thank you, Sasha. You're welcome. So intensity. We're looking at wheels in motion, Page of Wands. We're seeing all of that. We're coming out of the dark and into the light. We're really learning a lot quickly. There's some even life lesson stuff going on. Perhaps we've taken a different approach to something right now, which is wonderful. And we all can still continue to grow. Okay? Continue to grow. There's nothing should slow you down at any stage of life. You can always learn something from anyone you meet. Children are our best teachers sometimes. They teach us a lot. And you never know what you're going to learn when you see a child, the wonderment that they share or the serious face they share. It's just they haven't filtered out like we have. So this is a childlike energy with that intensity card, Page of Wands. So, look at it as in a new approach, childlike way, okay? And I hope that you're doing well, my Ohio friend. So, and I thank you for being over here, making the change, and please have others come aboard. I would love to see them again. And please, if you don't have a subscription to my YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. Cool? Yay. So yes, I'm all in my purple energy. The color, magical color today, excuse me, is lavender. Lavender, and I'm not always about so much lavender, but I do have a lavender mesh top on. So, little lavender rainbowy nails. It's good to go with some colors and different music and candle energy as your theme. And you have to pardon my raspiness. I'm running out of steam. Um, it's been reading time. It's already kicking in. So I have to nurture myself and drink a lot of tea and take extra vitamins so I can get through um, every day with the most fulfillment, the greatest of energy for people who I'm sitting with. So I really appreciate you all being here. And I know this was a little bit, we're roughly keeping it to about a half hour and change in the session, in the show. And that's okay. And I'm going to just tap on our little chat one more time. But please remember, VenusInVelvet1111. Wow, I have to put my glasses on. Look at all those messages. Okay, and thank you. Okay, oh, thank you so much, dear. And I appreciate everything that you all have done and brought in with your energy tonight. Okay, so I got my little purple glasses on. So please tell your friends. It's not like a, read-o-rama, because I do have to balance my energy for this time of year. And I'm so happy that you all came and joined me tonight. Remember, be mindful with your magic and be mindful with your energy. And put a little extra color and expressive energy in your life every day. Be grateful for all that you have, because you cannot understand that it's the law, natural law, cosmic law. It's about the energy. So when you come to the show here, I'm just going to ask that you be respectful, okay? And that respect one another, love one another, do all that, because to me, you got this one life that you're living now. You may have had many lifetimes, but in this life, it's important just to remember, be good to one another, love one another. So I thank you so much again for being here. Visit VenusInVelvet.com, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as visibook.com/Psychic Torre. I'll post all the links again. And happy Libra season for all my Libras out there, okay? Much love, light, blessings, and respect for you. Peace. Namaste.